with Gary Fetke from Australia, a orthopedic surgeon who's kind of really rocked and rolled and shared the ideas of keto, carnivore, and more. And let's see, Rock Creek Park Daily, hello, and Jimmy. And it's Sunday. It's let's see, Jimmy, you probably know that it's a little cooler down here in Sarasota than usual. And welcome, welcome, welcome. And please share your questions, your thoughts, your ideas on how we can all improve this journey of being in the fertility world. And remember, it always starts with the intention. And I wrote my daily inspirations and daily intentions books to help me on this journey. And I write in my journal, I share my thoughts and ideas, and each and every one of us needs to be doing that every single day, right? And can you guys hear me okay? Can you see me all right? April, hello. Let's see, K1, K2, but okay for all of us. Hey, Meg, how you doing? And thank you to our teams everywhere, because this journey is hard. And now with this crazy COVID stuff, right? It's a cold, it's a flu, it's a virus. We have to all stop testing and stop being so crazy as we are, right? Rebecca, all right. And positive, positive, positive. Matt, hello. Sarah, 9 weeks, twins. Oh my gosh. And remember, I know my stuff is crazy, but the more and more I share Kiltz's keto, it's kick-ass amazing. Sorry for my language, but always start everything with faith, whether you're agnostic, atheist, or a theist. Have faith in the most amazing things in the day. You know what I think I may need to do? I'm going to cut off on my Instagram a second, Jimmy, and I got to switch us. All right. And one way or another, I'm going to figure this out, but it is actually, give me a second, everyone. I know I'm working on this craziness. And always working to figure this out, how to get to the home page and shifting. All right, I know I can do this one way or another. And hang on, my YouTube, Instagram. I know you guys are, or Facebook. I gotta figure this out one way. Nope. I know. I got to change, and I know Will usually does this for me. Let's see here. You guys are. Maybe I'm not going to be able to do it today. Maybe I'm just going to stay in the Robert Kiltz one today. Kate 14, Jacqueline, Katie. Good morning. And usually I have to call Will in order to do this, but. You know, it's always technical, right? Home. Nope. And live. Nope. And hang on there, guys. And I know there's all this crazy keto stuff and all this stuff we're all sharing every single day, right? All right, guys. Maybe I'm not going to be able to do it, and we're going to stay on Robert Kiltz instead of seeing my fertility on all of this, and I apologize. And but we're going to do our very best, and maybe we're just going to stay on that and with you guys. So let's see. Rachel, first baby, awesome. 3, amazing, right? All right, Peterson's Space Force, awesome. And listen, we're all working together. Listen, all I can tell you is that I'm on our Kiltz, and I wanted to be on my other one, but I don't know. You know me. I'm technically challenged every day with lots of amazing things. We're here to answer lots of questions, right? On keto, right? And don't forget to check out the Family Building Guide. This is the last edition. The new one has a lot of stuff on inflammation, immunology, and our immune treatments. But look at 3 and 4. That's where most of us should be really adventuring into the 3 and 4 realm, right? Not into the 1 or 2 realm, right? I'm going to try one of their little crazy adventure in this, and let's see if I can make this happen. And let's see here. One way or another, this CNY fertility stuff. And all right. I love that. We're in no rush, by the way, right? We have plenty of time. 21 weeks, Shelley, Minnesota. Awesome Tuesday in Colorado. The Colorado team is doing amazing. And here I am working to figure out how to make all of this stuff work in the CNY way. We have the Dr. Kiltz, but I'm going to have to get maybe Will to help clear all that other stuff, right? Yeah, it's not going to do it. We're just going to stick to what we're doing here, right? Maybe we'll do it on this one also. I'm gonna keep on doing lots of different ways to do this, right? Now we're on the Dr. Kiltz, we're on the R Kiltz. We're not on the CNY Fertility Instagram, but the Colorado team again, and we're really working. Dr. Condrup has been up working with Dr. Corley and Dr. Lutheringer up in the Syracuse office. We are really working diligently to get the Sarasota lab going. If you know any embryologists, endocrinologists, andrologists, nursing teams, RNs, MAs, LPNs that want to be part of our team, just go online. We want to be part of the CNY fertility team, either at one of the locations or in a global way. We are working diligently to continue affordability, access, and quality. And I'm being sued by Dr. Gleicher for telling everyone about DHEA. His cost this much, but everyone else's cost this much. So if you choose to use it, and I don't even know if any of these supplements are helpful, look at the most affordable stuff out there and write your congressman, write Dr. Gleicher and everyone to say that DHEA is a supplement that should not be patented by any of us doctors. That's just my kind of comments today. FET transfer Thursday in Albany. Good news. Cynthia, we are all working on this journey together. And I ran into Derek yesterday at the Robarts home show in Sarasota yesterday, and there's so many people out there. You got to share the story of a better fertile journey, right? And the story is we're all fertile, and we all start off with faith, whether you're Buddhist, Hindu, Jewish, Christian, or Muslim, or you're some form of a belief in a higher power. All of us together are sharing that amazing journey, by the way. And we have to keep at it, and never, ever, ever give up. You know me, I sometimes say way too much, and some of my team members say, be quiet. I was watching Billy Crystal and Muhammad Ali's funeral ceremony and a ceremony of life. And I can tell you, we all must step out of our box and take risks that we're going to say or do the wrong thing. But ultimately, there's too much wrong happening in the world, and we're all working to make healthcare more affordable, more accessible for everyone. Let's see. Jessica Martin, 2 failed transfers, HSG and sonohystogram were normal, hysteroscopy next month, laparoscopy, or 2 months of the Orilissa letrozole or Orilissa Lupron, plus the antimicrobial and the antihistamine protocol. And what is number one that Kiltz just can't shut up about, right? Why keto? It's really carnivore is like the top of the line. We're lionesses and lions. Keto is a high fat, low to no carb, in my opinion. That's why fasting is the best way to fertility. You must fast fast. And when you're pregnant and you're having nausea and vomiting early in pregnancy, fasting. Look at Gary Fettke stuff. And ultimately, we're a fat making and fat burning machine. The reason we love to eat carbs is because they get us fat. And then we survive the famine, and that's really the game changer, right? It's surviving the famine. Check out the Family Building Guide. This is the last edition. There's a new one. You can download these for free on our website at See My Fertility, drkiltz.com. We're going to make sure they're on our Healing Arts and all of them. And and don't forget to check out my good friend Maria Emmerich, Craig Emmerich. Look at Ken and Nisha Berry. There's so many carnivores, and now I'm seeing all these women sharing how the bloating goes, the arthritis, psoriasis, the PCOS goes away when you are the lioness you are, because we're lions and lionesses. We're the temples, by the way. Talk about inflammation in the body being the number one reason for not getting pregnant. What type of inflammation? Inflammation medically from foods or progesterone. I get swollen from progesterone. Look at all of these drugs, even the ones we give and the treatments we give, have some inflammatory side effects. If you can really get down to strictly the babies, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, intermittently feasting and salt, and I give some ice cream from time to time, game changer. The diet, the healthy Western diet and the vegan vegetarian diet, eating like an herbivore, is deadly for all of us. It's a game changer. Inflammation is caused by sugar, comes from plants, the plant antigens, the plant phytochemicals, and the fiber fermenting in the bucket, right? More fermentation damages our ovaries, tubes, uterus, prostate, testicles, our brains, our eyes, our minds, and really it's a game changer. And so what I say is fat is the only fuel for the body, never sugar. We do not have anything called insulin resistance. We have resistant doctors and scientists that can't understand that it's so simple. Fat is all that it requires in our bodies, and we need it, by the way. Prime before egg retrieval. I'd say 2 to 4 weeks is a good priming. You could do 2 to 4 months or 2 to 4 years, but really priming may just be a short time. In general, the best prime you can do is one meal at night. Add the fat. If you're going to insist on carbs, I say white potatoes, white rice, cooked well, add a ton of butter and cream, add some cheese, by the way, and that's it. Green vegetables, in my opinion, are fiber. Fruits and vegetables, seeds and nuts are deadly. Plant oils are deadly. And remember, essential oils contain chemicals that plants make to attract us, right? And then cut our heads off and kill us. It's crazy, right? And listen, I've learned so much on this journey from so many out there. I've learned from you guys, right? And ultimately, progesterone, estrogen, testosterones are made by plants first. The animals eat them, but the cholesterol in our body is then converted into the hormones. Cholesterol and fat is not the cause of any disease. A herbivorous and omnivorous diet is. That's the craziness, right? First, FET ended in miscarriage, 7 weeks. HB stopped. We are currently pregnant with FET. What chances of miscarriage happen again? If you're still doing the same thing, it's high. But go carnivore, keto, 1 meal a day. If you insist on being an omnivore or an herbivore, remember, herbivores did not exist in humanity in any large scale. It's if we're an omnivore, it's a high fat meat, but it's not eating 3 to 6 meals a day. 1 meal or less is the game changer. I know this changed everything in my life, by the way. And the next time I'm going to work on having all 3 of my Instagrams on, and maybe adding more of my YouTube and Facebook. And Dr. Chang, Dr. D'Souza in Buffalo, Dr. Corley, Dr. Lutheringer, Dr. Banerjee is coming to Syracuse, and Dr. Werner Neuhauser with Dr. Ditkoff and Dr. Grossman in Albany. And then Dr. Ivanov in our Philadelphia satellite for monitoring. Dr. Verdialis in Atlanta, and Dr. Condrup in our new, growing, exciting Sarasota location of retrievals and transfers and surgeries and everything out in looking at June, July, or August at the latest. I'm praying. Let's see, worst retrieval yesterday. Oh my God, it was back to back, was getting 13, 15, 3. Super tough retrieval. Do we find out what went wrong? Lisa Palmer, the hard part is why it went the way it went. That's not so easy. But let's go back and look, what did you do before? Maybe that's better. But more eggs, more embryos isn't necessarily better. It actually is 1 egg, 1 sperm, 1 embryo, 1 baby. That's why I recommend natural stimulation. Just allow natural ovulation, a trigger shot, and a retrieval. It may be all you need. Kate Winslow, good morning. Lauren Watkins, can Omnitrope exacerbate endometriosis? You know, I had that question earlier today. I don't know that answer. To me, a plant-based diet is the deadliest thing we do. Look at Georgia Ede, by the way, a psychiatrist. She's going to be on my Kiltz's conversations coming up in the next month or two. Really excited with all these conversations, and I'm going to work on my technology that I can work to get it better for everyone. But the answer is why, I don't know. But, you know, if what you did didn't work, go back to something else or do something different every single day. Let's see, can a pregnancy be produced with 1% morphology? Listen, we look at things and think we have the answers, but we don't really. We can change it up. We can look at the sperm and eggs and change it by, remember one, faith always first, right? Have faith in this higher power within all of us. And all of us need to be praying, but a prayer is not wishing for, it's seeing it as if it is, and it will be that or better, right? That's the crazy journey, right? And so imagine it is, and always hold still, go for a walk, not a run, although I do a little bit my light bike. I go for a light bike ride down in Sarasota, and we're all on this journey somewhere in this world, right? And you have to have faith and never give up and never give up and never give up and never give up. But I don't know that human growth is a cause of endometriosis. I think a plant-based diet is, by the way. All right, you guys are doing good. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. So appreciate you guys and gals, but guys and gals is a generic. All of us together are humans being on a journey of creativity. Camille, good morning. Egg donors, we need more egg donors, sperm donors, embryo donors, those that were willing to carry a baby for someone else. The more we can do it and think about it like donating blood or an organ rather than pay me, pay me, pay me. Why don't we all pay it forward? If I help someone today, someone's going to help me later on. That's really the journey we need to be getting to, because this cost of fertility care is way too out of control. It's way too expensive. Right? It's way too expensive. But wouldn't you pay everything and anything to have that beautiful child in your life? And I know Miss Pilar, my beautiful daughter, how blessed I am. Patiently in the Sarasota office to open, and Gabriela Hito. We're all visualizing Dr. Condrup, the amazing team, Jessica, Lisa, and I apologize, my entire amazing team, and Chris and the team putting up the studs, the drywall, the electrical, the HVAC, all of the care that we're all doing together to make it better. Day one storm started last night. I'm feeling good. All right, stim started. Alicia and Tiffany. I was supposed to ovulate this week, but I didn't have any of the ovulation signs, discharge, OPK, although I did show high something. Could I have ovulated without those signs? And if not, look at all these things that we use to measure things isn't very accurate. That's the craziness. They're very inaccurate. That's it. And so always just see it as if it is, and it shall be that or better. Keep on sharing your thoughts and ideas with us, by the way, throughout the week. We did raise our sperm, egg, embryo storage up by about $100. Really, it's still $450 for the year. It's still inexpensive. It's an investment. And think of how we can help you share these ideas. Remember, supplements, no one knows whether or not supplements, any of our supplements work to do anything, or even our treatments. Everything we offer in the modern fertile world, and those suffering, right, is a possibility and a probability, but not an absolute. That's why I think Dr. Gleicher should give up his patent, and maybe, I'm not sure where Rebecca Fett is in her book. It Starts with the Egg, but I have a feeling there's a connection between Rebecca and Norbert and their patented process in raising the price of DHEA and supplements. We all have to find the most affordable and share access and information on a global way. Breathe, 18 weeks, 1 day. Awesome. Why IVF babies have a higher heart issues. I don't think they do, by the way. A lot of people look at this stuff and think, oh, it's IVF. It's not. It may be based on your fertile issues and your inflammation. So we're taking that group that has highest inflammation. They're going to have higher of everything. And so we're getting you pregnant and a baby, but maybe the exposure to whatever inflammatory processes that are happening because of our stress, right, and struggles, and that which we put in the mouth, and that which we breathe and drink and eat, and expose our bodies to all these lotions and pills and drugs. There are more drugs given out today than ever before. Diet causes disease, which then causes us to share more drugs, and even herbal drugs or supplement drugs or even prescription drugs are drugs, which lead to another disease and another drug, which is all related to the diet meant for an herbivore and an omnivore, not the carnivores we are. And I know this ideas don't make sense, but when you begin to see all the women just eliminating all of their bloating and their PCOS and their acne and all these other problems and getting thicker hair growth by going carnivore. Lydia, good morning, Minnesota. And Lisa, Mari, is there a supplement that helps to ejaculate? Get off of the herbs, the plant-based foods, go carnivore, steak and eggs. That's the one that I think is the best. Get off the treadmill and slow it down and stop trying to do anything. Just slow it down. But you could look at our molecular fertility supplements. Look at Theralogics, has some great stuff. You know, to me, molecular fertility, Theralogics, great supplements. But again, none of these are proven to give you what you think you want. Begin to start here in the mind. Daily meditation and prayer and visualization. Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, Nature, for all the things in my amazing life, right? We all have an amazing life, even though we're struggling and we're just having such challenges and fearful thoughts and ideas in life. We can change it like that by having faith in the highest power, right? K2, trying to TTW with only 6 BB on PIO, progesterone, so Lovenox. Any tips to help this little fella burrow in? Well, again, these are the two important books I think you need to start with, right? The Family Building Guide and Kiltz's Keto, and My Fertile Feast, right? Now, again, I have a lot of help in writing all this stuff. I put out the spewing ideas and people help me put it down on paper. And you know, for me, I love Judy Cho, Carnivore Cure. Carnivore cures all our diseases, right? It doesn't make sense. It didn't to me until I personally did it, and voila. So look at our Family Building Guide and look at our immune treatment protocols. Again, these are just ideas that you can look at in doing. These are not patented. I'm sorry, method of treatment patents should be eliminated by Congress, right? Congress, the president, the FDA, FTC, New York State, and every other state you're in. Patents, method of treatment patents, certainly by doctors or nutritional companies, should be eliminated. And I need your help in doing this because I'm spending your money on Dr. Gleicher's lawsuit, and he's suing Dr. Kiltz for sharing with you that DHEA might be helpful. He supposedly was given a patent for that, and we got to get rid of that stuff, in my opinion. How soon after negative beta can we do another FET? You could start with right away with that next cycle for sure. Let's Let's see. You guys are amazing, and thank you. It's a fascinating paper by Dr. Boris. It doesn't matter what you eat, but it's important what the animals have eaten before you consume them. All of these things are true, and ultimately, just look at nature. Lionesses and lions eat pigs and cows. Humans, we eat anything. So, are you an herbivore or an omnivore? It's so simple. You're right. Animals can eat things that get you intoxicated or deadly. I think it was Lincoln's mother died of consuming milk from a cow that apparently ate something toxic. So, these are amazing ideas and things out there. But listen, we're all sharing. Let's see, Adriana Bonilla, low AMH, priming with HGH, gave birth 1 year ago, naturally going to see my Sarasota. I'm looking forward to meeting you, but we are meeting right now. We're all meeting. Look at the more we all share our stories together, and Will and the team, and Patrick and the team, and Pilar and the team, and T and the team, and the entire team, all are coming together. And you guys are part of the CNY fertility team. But we work with every fertility center and doc in the world, OBGYNs, NPs, PAs. It doesn't matter where you're going, whether you're an acupuncturist, a massage therapist, an herbalist, a naturopath, right? That's it. Urbana, Dr. Gleischer is an amazing man. I respect him and love him. I just ask you guys, please, just ask him, hey, Dr. Gleischer, why are you suing Dr. Kiltz and CNY Fertility? They, like you, are working to share ideas of helping people. But litigation lawyers, they cost a lot of our money, right? Your money is going to Dr. Gleischer's lawyers, right? And I think, I don't know what they call them. I know it's crazy. I'm sorry. My lawyers tell me to do this. But I was always inspired by Muhammad Ali and all of those that are saying, guys, we can't be quiet on this journey. And we have to keep going at it. Dr. Diego, I'm from Ecuador in South America. Thank you. Diego, it's my pleasure. And we are working with your docs everywhere in this world. Your mom, your dad, your grandmothers, your grandfathers, your brothers, your sisters, all of us are family around the globe. Right? It doesn't matter what country, nationality, or gender description or relation description. It doesn't matter who you are around the globe. That's how we're all working. That's it, right? FET canceled due to polyps. PS, our IVF journey. The nurse said, call after my hysteroscopy to get transfer done right away. Look, when you get the hysteroscopy, yes, get you going right away. You might be on the letrozole low dose estrogen protocol. You might be on the letrozole trigger shot or a natural protocol. There are lots of different ways to do this, right? That's it. Let's see. Mari. Let's see. You guys are amazing. Again, thank you for sharing all this great. Kimberly. Let's see. Urbana, pregnancy blood sugars 1 hour after 106. Look at. Stop eating vegetables, plants, seeds, nuts, vegetable oils. They're all deadly dietary components meant for herbivores and omnivores, not carnivores, right? Now, I know this sounds ridiculous, but one meal, and look at, I love sugar. I love pastries and cookies and cakes and ice cream, but I eat them from time to time. I drink whiskey, wine, or beer very infrequently. But if you're on the journey to make this miracle machine the most healthy thing you can ever imagine, then throw out all alcohol. To me, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, a little bit of Kiltz's ice cream, which you can get the Kiltz's ice cream recipe right here, and salt, one meal a day. And remember, infinite, faithful, mindful moments. Just like Muhammad, you must pray infinite times a day. Take naps from time to time, and get off the treadmill of life, right? All right. Let's see. Lauren, are you a certified nutritionist as well as an MD? Well, look at Lauren. I don't know who gives certifications, but I've not only practiced it, I've lived it, and I do it. Physicians are certified healthcare experts, I think, and I'm not waiting for someone to certify me what I know. The nutritionists of the world have been trained by the product sellers of the world. Just look at Gary Fettke stuff from Australia. It's all a conspiracy, right? But it's not really a conspiracy. If you're sick and needing a drug, you can be certain your diet is the deadly direction and cause, which I know it doesn't make sense. My wife and I have been struggling with conceiving for 2 years. Endometriosis and IBS, doctors prescribed going on a zero carb. Regular doctor told us go into surgery. Forget the surgery. Listen, look at this crazy stuff, Diego. I wrote a book called Keto Cure, but I got rid of the cure because the booksellers don't like that word cure. But ultimately, human beings are hunters. Maybe we gathered when we couldn't get the hunt, but we're walkers. Those of us savages from the savannah in Africa, we are not agriculturalists. We're not domesticated animals. We're carnivores. And I know when I did this myself over 10 years ago, I went mostly carnivore. I occasionally will eat pastry, cookie, cake, or ice cream. But listen, I do not take, what don't I take? I do not eat fruits or vegetables, seeds or nuts or plant oil ever of any significance. That's the craziness. Let's see. I may be on again with let's see. Let me see if I can see that. Where is it? Because Jake, 10 after you're live, you will be joining Sarah Zaldivar to record an episode for her podcast. So I'm excited about that. You guys gotta keep me in line, right? Sarah's another nutritionist here in Florida, sharing carnivore, keto, amazing ideas, and that's what we're all sharing together, right? Crystal Brenna, my tour shot was Lupron to avoid OHSS. I wonder if that was why. Look at guys, I recommend some HCG for almost everyone. And I know just Lupron alone may not be enough. So we have to really, really, really work on the team. Carnivore during pregnancy. Listen, carnivore throughout life is the very best thing. In pregnancy, you want to go fasting. The reason they do all these 3-hour glucose challenge tests and fasting and put you on a diet is because the current medical establishment and nutritional experts don't know anything about the human Ferrari, the lioness, and the lion. They don't know anything about it. They're wrong. That's the craziness to this story that I learned. And so the more we look at different, awesome, amazing, kick-ass, right? Alexandra, fireside chats, it's my pleasure. Let's keep sharing them. Look at all of us together, no matter where you are. Remember, obesity is a 4-letter wrong word for us humans. If you're not obese and fat in a famine, you're a part of the dead category. Being fat, getting fat is what we're meant to be as human animals. That's why we love sugar so much, right? The human brain wants you to eat, get fat, so you could survive the famine that was everywhere and always for the last 1 or 2 years. Do I really know how many years we're going to be or going? We're making it all up. Time is an adventure of the gods, right? We're adventures of God. First transfer, 31 years young. 4 embryos. Would you suggest transfer 1 or 2? Kelsey, I recommend 1. You can do 2, but sometimes you gotta pull the arms and legs of some of my practitioners and doctors. Who runs this show? You do. We are your consultants. You pay us money to give you ideas and ultimately open access on the internet. If you guys want to talk about DHEA or vitamin C, vitamin D, or supplements or any type, or treatments that you want to recommend to people, go at it. But you should also tell Congress method of treatment patents should not exist, and doctors and patients should be immune to litigation across the board. Because when physicians have profits over patients, Dr. Gleischer, I'm sorry, you got profits over patients. That's not what our professional organizations and our peer-reviewed journals have been sharing. So head of the AMA, the American College of OBGYN, the American Society of Reproductive Medicine, send them letters and notices to resolve. Barbara Kalura, let's get us all on the line of affordability, access, quality, by the way. It's a game changer, right? Let's see. Are Mayo and Dionysus still good even for? Yes, I think they are because, listen, the cause of all fertility problems is a high carb, low fat, high fiber filled 3 to 6 meals a day. And this is the craziness, right? And so we came out of the trees as hunters in packs, right? We made spears and axes and clubs, and then we went hunting like wolves and lions. That's what we are. We're not pigs and cows nor sheep, all respective pigs, cows, and sheep. But as a domesticated animal, you and I have been domesticated by the masters, the 10% that rule the 90%. But you are the ruler of yourself. And that's the whole part of the story. Take control of you. Don't even believe me, by the way, and stop believing all our peer-reviewed journal articles because they're all looking for more money, right? All of us, right? I'm putting myself right there. I sell supplements, I sell procedures, I sell books and ideas, but ultimately it's all snake oil. Faith first, spirit first. And then you can listen and learn how to eat the brisket urbana, right? And it's kind of crazy ideas, right? Let's see. Jen DeMartino, is it beneficial to take Cervital along with Omnitrope? I don't know that answer. Maybe. These are all maybes. We speak as if we know, but we don't know, right? My grandmother lived 104. Beautiful Angelina Cimentelli from Naples, Italy. And I can tell you a Mediterranean diet is deadly too, by the way. Again, carnivore, 1 meal a day, infinite faithful moments in the day. You guys doing good? Right? I love you guys and gals and all of us. Generic, by the way. If I misspeak in any way, accept my apologies. Correct me, please. And I'm going to do my very best to be corrected in every way. Will the lining be right for transfer after hysteroscopy without a period? Yes, as long as you add either letrozole trigger, estrogen, or you just let your natural cycle take on. And I think you'll be good to go. Don't forget laparoscopy, hysteroscopy for endo, or the medical treatment for endo, which is Lupron or Orilissa for 2 to 3 months plus letrozole, 5 milligrams a day. Let's see. Journey to our rainbow. AMH of 1.6. Excellent. It's excellent. Even if it's 0.1, think of it. Okay, I'm starting off somewhere. What can I do to build it up and get to the better angle, right? Let's see. We're still trying for our first one. 2 children, chemical in April, natural mist, heterotrophic rupture in September, clomid. Should we consider egg freezing? You can consider egg freezing, embryo freezing. Don't forget, I'm going to change this to Kiltz's keto and carnivore lifestyle, from the herbivore to the omnivore to the carnivore, right? And again, all respect to all eating belief systems, okay? You can eat like a carnivore, 1 meal a day or less, eat the fat. Vegans must eat coconut oil and cook the carbs well, but seeds and nut oil contain phytochemicals, including estrogen, progesterone, and androgens that want to make you infertile, make you intoxicated, and then make you fertilizer. And I know these ideas are crazy, but ultimately all protein and all sugars need to go to the liver via insulin converted to fat in order to be the fuel for the Ferrari. And if you're fat, you're fantastic. And being fat is not the cause of any disease. Inflammation in the fat is not the cause from the fat, but it's caused from the carbohydrates and the plant material you eat. That is the craziest. Hey, Chelsea and Ken, Jack. Hello to Jack. And, all of us are on a journey of love, right? And when we hold love and connection, no matter who you are, where you're at in this journey, what challenges and troubles you have, what I believe is that plants are the cause, that vegetables, seeds, nuts, fruit, and fiber are all the cause of cancer and all of our diseases, which it didn't make sense. When I first began to do this myself, I said, no way. But now I know that's why I eat one meal a day or less. Although when we're down here, Tia likes to feed me a croissant with a ton of butter. And my bet is that a little bit of sugar, even in the form of a little bit of wheat or a little bit of rice or a little potato from time to time is okay. But add the fat, the cream, the butter, lots of it. And that's the best way. Wouldn't one meal a day mess up female hormones? No. If one meal a day or less makes your hormones the best, because plants contain the anti-hormones, the inflammatory particles that mess you up. Did you know that the birth control pill is made from a plant? So when you're eating all the plants, you're eating your birth control. Now, why some people get pregnant on the plants, it's just like why some people get pregnant on the birth control pill. It happens. My bet is the birth control pill has a lot more of the hormones than the plants you're eating. But I'm telling you, this story I'm sharing is opposite. It seems wrong, but I've seen it, and look at so many of those women doing it. And I can tell you that one meal or less. Now, if you're skinny and have no fat, you better put on the fat. That's why you're supposed to put on the fat in the fall to survive the winter, because you can't get anything to eat throughout the winter. I know these things are crazy. All right. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and we're all sharing a journey of creativity. And I've got drkiltz.com, I've got our Kiltz Personal, and I've got our CNY Fertility and our Facebook and YouTube. And look at, I guess you hit the likes and the shares and the subscribe, whatever, or you deactivate me, whichever you choose in this journey. And I can tell you, the more and more and more and more and more and more and more I've learned in this, it's changed everything for me. I know. Okay, have faith first. And look at whether you choose to get the COVID vaccine or not, it's your choice. I don't think any of us really have any idea what any of it really means, right? For me, I think it's a cold or a flu, but if you're highly inflamed, like the cold, the flu, the COVID could be deadly and dangerous for all of us, right? That's ultimately the craziness of this journey, right? Consult with you in May, PCOS, prep for as much as possible. I bought the Fertile Feast and will take my prenatal and add inositol. Should I also add ovarian bloom? Ovarian bloom may be good. Will is trying to work on whether or not we should add some Omnitrope-like substance. But remember, you don't need any of the supplements. There's no FDA, FTC guidelines that say, or studies that prove this stuff. There's just lots of information. That's why meditation, prayer, acupuncture, massage, go for a walk, and put pictures of you and babies. I fly an airplane, and so I got airplanes everywhere. I always have an expert pilot with me because I don't know what I'm an expert at, but we're all experts at our own lives. What you really want to do is become the most expert of your own life. Don't trust me or any doctor or anything you read. Read it with the discerning mind of, could this be really true? And I'm the number one of my scientific experiment: bowel bleeding, arthritis, psoriasis, kidney stones, migraines, hemorrhoids. I'm sure you don't want to know about that. And when I went to a carnivore, mostly nutritional solution, as my good friend Ken Berry says, the optimal human nutritional solution is carnivore. And I say one meal a day or less, so that you empty the bowels, right? You empty the bucket. When the bucket's empty, you get rid of all the toxins that are being pulled in from your GI tract. It damages the glycocalyx, the neurotransmitters, and sugar is both deadly and good, right? Your body's not trying to get the glucose levels down. It's trying to convert all that sugar and amino acids to fat. And if you're fat, you're fertile and fantastic. And I know this is crazy effing faithful stuff, right? Clean, right? Let's see. Andrelina, 46 years young, DOR. Well, it's like a doorbell. I'm pressing the bell to come in. I would say that look at the family building guide and look at Kiltz's Keto. And I'm not sure if DHEA works or not, but if you're going to buy it, you want to find the very most affordable DHEA. Even Theralogic is selling it for more in order to pay Dr. Gleicher a premium. That seems to me like it's a little bit of forcing you to only buy more expensive stuff. And we need to be working differently. But maybe DHEA works or not, but I can tell you, carnivore keto, 1 meal a day. That's the way. And whether you use ovasitol or inositol or ovarian bloom, none of us can say whether they work. They may help you. There's no absolute scientific studies, even with DHEA, because when the doctor does the study and gets the patent, don't you wonder whether or not they're lying? I wonder. That's my thoughts. You guys are doing awesome and amazing. Let's see. Up in Syracuse this week, working with Dr. Corley and Dr. Luthringer, and all of us working together to do better and better and better every day. Let's see. What are the tips during the day to survive 1 meal a day? Well, from Montreal, Dr. Faruqi from Montreal, we're working to get that office rocking and rolling. Listen, let's start with, if you need to do a meal and a snack or a meal and 2 snacks, but make sure it's from an animal. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, intermittent feasting, salt, and a little bit of cheese. From fatty cheeses, a little bit. I do a little salami, but the snacks, maybe a little bit of an omelet, not an egg white omelet, an egg yolk omelet. And to me, like anything, sausages, you got to be careful about because they have a lot of seeds and spices. You want to stay away from the seeds and spices, in my opinion. Let's see. Ashley Whitman, 315-416-9872. Okay, now I work to get to as many of the calls and texts I can. I'm really not so hard. I'm very easy. Hey, Dr. Kiltz, I need to talk to you. 315-416-9872. I'm going to be out of commission most of the day. I'm going to do my very best for all of us. My consult with Dr. Banerjee due to PCOS, he automatically put me on 2,000 of metformin. I say 500 metformin. That's my limit. I know there's a lot of old school ways. Corley and Banerjee like higher doses. Lower the dose, get rid of many of the drugs you can. That's why I like the mini dose protocol for stimulation. 10 of letrozole, 200 of gonorphalstim, 20 of HCG with an HCG Lupron trigger. The antagonist, yes. And carnivore keto is the way, 1 meal a day. And listen, I got an amazing team trying to keep up with me. As trying to get a hold of me is not so easy, right, Ashley? Alina, retrieval was heartbreaking. None of my eggs fertilized are coming off having COVID. Do you think? Do it again. Don't give up. We'll see what we can do to get you a good another cycle. And we do depending on your coverage and insurance and no insurance, previous failures and things, we work our best to help you with another cycle. If any and every one of you guys, if the gals and guys have extra meds to donate around, we've got to do something. Whether you're giving blood, an organ, or something here, we all need to do and be better every single day. I don't supplement. You can do supplement with bone broth or bone marrow. There are some waters with electrolytes. I just add salt, a sea salt with a little bit of minerals in it. I think is really good. I'll show it to you the next time which one I've been using. But I think that our food is too clean, right? Our water's too clean. Plus, it contains toxics of man-made substances, plastic particles and things. 10,000 years ago, bacteria, yeast, and viruses and microbes and big carnivores were on the hunt, and we were part of their feed, right? And so these ideas are really radical, but let's see. By the way, the Immune 3 protocol, Immune 3, prednisone 10 twice a day, Lovenox 30 to 40 twice a day, Plaquenil 200 twice a day, weekly lipids. That's what I really want everyone when they get to that transfer, and add Neupogen if you want, add IVIG if you want. There's higher cost on some of these. So pregnant being on carnivore, eating liver and doing bone broth, is that you got to better believe it. Look at, there's more folate in red meat and the liver, and plants are leaching our nutrients out of our body. We're not herbivores nor omnivores in our last 1,000,000+ years of development, right? We are eating the wrong diet and we're dying from it. And I'm telling you, lettuce is deadly, fruits and vegetables are deadly, seeds and nuts are deadly, and plant oils, I'm sorry, they're deadly. They're not what we are meant to consume as a hunting animal, a carnivore. But when you're pregnant, this is the game changer, in my opinion. You can eat lettuce from your garden or seeds or nuts or fruits, but limit them, cook them well, add the cream, right? I mean, add a ton of cream. No one's cooking with real lard. They're using plant-based oils, which are deadly. I know, man-made. Remember, atomic bombs, guns, gunpowder, poisons. All of this is man-made, deadly ideas. And it took me a while to figure it out. I will tell you, we do not burn sugar as energy in our brain or blood cells or anywhere. Our red blood cells are batteries already built with all the free fatty acids, and they've got all the ATP, and then they run out of steam and they die, right? The brain has free fatty acids everywhere. I'm sorry. Acetyl-CoA is cleaved from free fatty acids faster than you can ever imagine. These ideas are radical, but who's more radical and worth it than you? You are number one, right? And where did all of us come from? You remember our domesticated story is you're a slave to the story. Change the story and imagine 50, 100,000 years ago, you are a hunting animal, not a grazing animal, not on all fours looking for grass and grains, because they're deadly. And mushrooms too, my friends, and psilocybin and marijuana, and heroin, cocaine is deadly. Lovenox, I recommend the twice a day, but again, I'm giving you ideas. Look at who's in charge of your body. You are. LDN, CBD, keto, carnivore, one meal a day. But number one is begin and end the day and the middle of the day. And Muhammad taught us this, infinite prayers a day, right? And we're all on this beautiful God journey every day. Lining be right for transfer of hysteroscopy. Yes. Let's see. Sonia, so I think 2,000 is too much in my bias against too much metformin. 500, look at inositol, ovasitol, look at Theralogics for all their supplements. Don't buy their DHEA. Buy their DHEA, because Theralogics has the best amazing DHEA, and Theralogics team is amazing, but I'm sending you there. But we're working to eliminate method of treatment patents. We're eliminating that doctors can be sued if, in fact, DHEA is worth it at all. I'm questioning it every single day. Heart health. Remember, heart, like your liver, kidney, and ovaries, tubes, and uterus, are all exposed to plant chemicals. Fat does not cause disease. Spunky 454, I'm sorry. We've been brainwashed that fat is the cause of disease because we've chastised fat and obesity. But let me tell you this, if you're skinny in a famine, you're dead. Fat and the genes to get fat are the best. The cause of heart disease is sugar, and lettuce and kale and seeds and nuts and plant oils are effing deadly. And you know what I mean by the neffing word, right? And you guys are amazing. I'll be cutting off in a few minutes. I'm going to be doing a recording with Sarah. Let me get this. Hold on one second. I always with Sarah Zaldivar, Dr. Sarah Zaldivar. We can all join on Sarah Zaldivar's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, wherever. Like and subscribe. She is sharing her ideas that are helpful. Again, one meal. To me, Judy Cho, she wrote it, Carnivore is the Cure. I've been doing it for over 10 years now. And again, it's crazy, but even check out my daily inspirations. You can download this for free on my websites, or you can buy a paper copy on Amazon for a nominal investment. And you need to invest in the different than you've been doing, because if what you're doing isn't working, why do we keep doing it? Right? I ask myself every day, why wasn't I taught this in medical school or residency? Was my medical say you can't talk about this stuff? Why is Dr. Gleicher suing another doctor, sharing what our peer-reviewed journals? Why isn't our peer-review journals and all of our peer-review practitioners, our peers, all saying, wait a minute, Dr. Gleicher, you can't sue another doctor for sharing what you taught all of us to share? But that's the litigation process in America. If you've got a patent, you've got a legal license to sue. And what are you going to do? But I'm asking you, all of us together, right, Dr. Gleicher, a good doctor, an amazing man. I love and trust all of it, even all of my peers in this world of American College of OBGYN, the American Medical Association, the American Association of Physicians and Surgeons, the American Society of Reproductive Medicine, and Resolve. Get on the internet. Hey, let's do something to make fertility care accessible and affordable for everyone. Mrs. Sarah Franklin, it's my pleasure. Listen, after eating I'm going to tell you, if you eat a low-calorie diet, you can do it also. That's why fasting and a low calorie, which reduces the sugar in your body. So technically, you can be an herbivore as long as you eat far less than one meal a day. I've seen it work, by the way. That's why I talk about vegans and vegetarians, by simply going cook the carbs well. If you're going to eat the plant oils, coconut oil, hemp seed oil, that's kind of where I put it more than anything. Let's see. I think, look at quality. Look at, if you think you could judge an embryo, Jack, as good or bad, they would have thrown me out. I would never made it into my mom's, you know what, into the cozy comfort journey to life, right? And so all I can tell you is that every single embryo of every grade I've seen make a beautiful baby. We don't have it right. That's the amazing, interesting concept and story of the universe. All right. You guys doing good? I'm going to be signing off in just a minute. I love you guys and gals and all of us, generic, whatever your gender, color, size, shape, age, weight, belief system. We're human beings being human, and we all are on this journey of love and kindness and forgiveness. Be forgiving. That means give more and you'll get more. Ed Name, P.S. Let's see. You guys are amazing. Again, I'm all over the place. ADHD, OCD, keto, carnivore. Have faith in God within all of us, right? We're all the gods and goddesses. And thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Right. And I'll have the CNY Fertility Instagram back up. We'll move this and share it over there. And thanks for our Kiltz, the Dr. Kiltz, and also for the Facebook, Instagram, and Sarah Zaldivar, Dr. Sarah Zaldivar. Check her out on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And remember, though, there's only one goddess and God, and that's you. One Ferrari and temple, that's you. One lioness and lion, that's you. So have faith and never, ever, 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 ever give it up always to God within all of us, right? And Dr. Gleicher, all of our fertility journalists, and everyone sharing ideas, and even those that are patenting love and kindness and generosity to all of us on this journey to make it better and do better. God bless. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye, everyone.